Welcome back to Small Cap Recap in the studio. It's been a while, over just about 2 weeks now, I think, since we've been in the studio. I actually missed a couple last week as Matt and I were both out of state. I was more so on a week-long vacation, trying to get away from everything. And Matt, I know, is in Italy with Tim and all them. And, you know, they're the time difference, and I know he's busy. So we've been, away a little bit. This almost was weird. Quite tired right now. I actually just got back in today, midday, probably like 1 o'clock Central Time. Anyways, let's get, I don't really have a whole lot to say here. The market, I think I took a pretty good week. Well, I actually kind of didn't take it off. We're about to get into that, but it has been slow, very slow. So yeah, we got a lot of adjustments to make. Now, especially now that I'm back, at the trading station kind of full time here. Definitely going to need to adjust a bit because the market is not what it was in July. Not that the market was that hot in July, but it's certainly not hot right now. Let's get into the charts. I'm going to go over 2 trades from today. Two of the hotter runners. I did take NAOV this morning while I was at the airport, actually. I took a couple trades on it. Why won't this go bigger? Well, here. Ooh, too far. There we go. So this morning, actually, let's pull up a daily chart on NAOV here. Basically a very clean breakout chart, nice volume. Has been kind of curling around all, just holding this nice support in here. Finally started to curl, trapped some shorts yesterday, most likely. And this is almost, in a way, a third day surge. Very, very tough one to play because it did actually, break. Yesterday, it did break the previous day's highs, closed pretty low, and then had a really nice gap up. So that absolutely interests me. Today, as I was saying, I did take a couple trades on it at the airport. We had this gap up, nice rip here, support hold, and I started in, let's see here, right here in this area. Let me get VWAP up on it. I made about $1,000 on an AOV. Nothing too crazy. Started in here, 325. Actually sold right here in the 30s. And then bought once more here, sold into this breakout. Had I just, set a stop and rode the plane, I would have done pretty well on it, I'm sure, as it went over $4 before getting crushed. This is kind of the pattern of the market right now. Breakouts aren't working. As you're going to see on MAGs right here, same story, right? They had a press release midday, had nothing too crazy in volume, especially relative to the float. I mean, it rotated half the float today, but it was a breakout, ended up failing at the end of the day. Let's get back here. Nothing, again, and it still held up relatively well, given the move here. It's still holding above lows today and everything. It just basically had the support break under VWAP after stuffing this area. This is a chart that you normally would think would be a pretty decent afternoon buy too, but it's just really, really not the market for it. And my plan moving forward for the next foreseeable future, really just focus on the nail and bail mindset, nail and bail mentality. Get out after, 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour after market opens, because it's tough out there. And that's something I talked about too on Small Cap, or on Tui Tip Tuesday, Tui Tip Thursday. If any of you guys follow on Instagram or TikTok, get out a little bit. That vacation to me was kind of eye-opening, right? Like, obviously this market has been crazy, done pretty well. And it's one of those things that it kind of almost showed me like the actual value of the money that I've made so far. And it's, for so long it was just numbers on a screen. I don't really buy anything, don't do anything too crazy. And finally, I went on a really nice vacation with my friends and my friend and my cousin. And it was like, okay, this is why I do this. I'm more motivated than ever, but also ready to be more disciplined than ever, because I'm about to show you the most expensive trading mistake I've ever made in the course of my trading journey here. And that was basically, I've got 3 charts up that I'm about to go over. I deviated from my process really bad. I knew that I wouldn't have time to day trade. I knew I didn't want to. I knew I wanted to stay away from the markets. And for some reason that, to me, to most normal people, that mean, okay, don't look at the screens at all for a week. to me, that meant let's become a swing trader and swing things. And I'm not a swing trader. I've worked really hard to find a process that works for me. Day trading, I am not a swing trader. And clearly that shows as I lost from Tuesday until today about $25,000 over the course of 3 swing trades. I'm going to dig into them here. Wish being the first one. They reported earnings. I'm sure you've all seen this, right? They reported earnings. They got crushed. From roughly 950s down, I think today, under $7. I started in here as we were started in after this low held right here. I started in, I think on the 2nd or 3rd. Yeah, this day right here. Added again right here as it looked like this consolidation was starting to break. I did see it downtrending. My risk was 890s. And with it being after hours, stops don't go off in after hours. Unfortunately, it was a very fortunate, I guess, in a sense that I did happen to check my phone, saw Wish was down at roughly $8 a share, sold on a pop into like the 820s, 830s. Took about a $7,000 loss there. I don't remember. I had 3,500 shares from somewhere, right around $10 a share. And the thesis for that for me, right, it held support. It's a Wall Street Bets ticker, had support behind it. And I wanted to, other than that, that really was my entire thesis was that held support, broke this downtrend, and was a Wall Street Bets ticker. Not a very good thesis. I was oversized, and unfortunately, after hours trading, it happens. I knew they had earnings coming up, forgot about it, and it happened. Now let's go over to Tesla. I actually did swing Tesla, and I'm okay with this loss. So I bought this breakout right here. It failed, gapped down, got stopped out under the support break for I want to say like a $4,000 or $5,000 loss, I think. Somewhere around there. I had 200 shares. Now, the reason I'm kind of okay with this is because this pattern actually has worked on Tesla historically, right? When it has these these multi-week, multi-month breakouts, it normally does continue. Same thing here. Broke, continued, broke, continued. Here, broke, continued. Like it has historically worked. This time it didn't. And you know what? That's part of the game again, though. Shouldn't have been swinging, as I am not a swing trader. And then VRPX was my other one. This was a former runner about a month ago, 2 months ago now. And it's basically just been holding this. It's been holding these lows extremely well. It is an IPO. It's a pharmaceutical company, which is sketchy in itself. But in the tape, there were buyers. Someone was loading up down here, holding this up every day. There were bidders, and I wanted to be on that. They had the trend break that I look for, right? So we started off. This is kind of the trend break I'm looking at right here, and this is roughly right where I started in. I started in this day as it broke the daily trend that I do look for. It even had this even smaller trend break. Same idea, and they did drop PRs to try to get some attention to it, and it didn't work. And basically I was risking these 430s area. I had a lot of shares of this, which was very stupid in itself because it is a pharma company. And I am very, very fortunate that I think I took about a $9,000 loss on it. That was all I lost, because all it takes for a pharmaceutical company is to drop negative news on, just about anything that they don't get approval for something, that it's a failed clinical results. As you can see, I'm sure you guys all saw this one where 5 days. Oh, is it SENS? Is that it? Which one is it? Why can't I remember this, guys? Is it this one? No, well, there was one of them. It's something like that, one of those tickers, and it was trading at roughly $6 a share, halted down because they didn't get the FDA approval that they were getting hyped up for, and it opened at like 70 cents. From that halt, it dropped 90%, give or take. And it was a pharmaceutical company, and that is the risk that you run with trading those kinds of stocks. And again, should not have been swing trading. The lesson here that I'm trying to kind of get at with all of these is stay in your lane. I didn't stay in my lane, and I paid a $25,000 price for it because I was being stupid, because I was being degenerate. I wanted the money. I wasn't focusing on the process, and it sucks. Like, it really sucks, but it also opened my eyes, and fortunately it wasn't a $50,000 or $100,000 lesson. I'm not going to worry here about making back the loss, right? The last week's loss. My goal moving forward is to trade well, trade with smaller size, since this market kind of does suck, and really just focus on everything that is my process and my process only, and go from there. The market will heat back up. It will. I mean, right now, the top percent gainer today that actually had volume was NAOV, and it closed. I mean, don't get me wrong, NAOV was a very good trade, actually, especially for this market, but the follow through still not there, even though it's coming back here after hours. Stick to your process, stay in your lane, and don't be afraid. I need to take my own advice. Don't be afraid to get away from the market. And that does not mean swing trade if you're not a swing trader. You know what I mean? You don't need to be making money all the time, because when the market heats up and you stick to your process and you have a profitable strategy, it will make up for those times that the market isn't hot. That's the lesson I'm learning. And it sucks, but it's part of the game. And I'm fortunate that it wasn't a soul crushing loss. You know what I mean? So anyways, guys, one last one too. I forgot. I am swinging this right now. It's OTC overnight. Breakout idea. HPIL, Matt Monaco actually alerted this to me, and it's a really nice trade. Basically have this, little trend break here, and I'm looking for just some kind of morning spike. If not, I'll be risking this 8008 area. I'm happy with it so far. We'll see it close at highs. Hopefully we can get that morning spike tomorrow. Anyways, guys, now I'm done ranting. I'm done. That's the lesson I've learned, and this is kind of my thought on the market. Let me know what you guys think down below. Has August been tough for you? And what lessons have you learned so far throughout this definitely choppier month? Again, let me know down below. Like and subscribe if you're not already, because we do this just about every day, unless on the rare occasion Matt and I are traveling. And yeah, guys, happy Monday. I will see you back here tomorrow. And let's trade safe. Let's trade disciplined. Let's get after it. We hope you guys enjoyed that last video. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of the StocksTrade community. We wouldn't be here without you guys. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but we can't do it without your help. So if you enjoy what we're putting out and want to hear more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.